listen? Who are you? Huh? Where did you come from?
From the coast.
I waited for you for 25 years. That's your superstition! 25 years! And it's all...
Hey there, late night trucker guys and gals. It's Alan, your local channel operator. It appears we're having some slight signal interference, but no worries. We'll be sure to return you to Bill Rebane's masterwork, The Capture of Bigfoot, as soon as we figure this all out, so just hang tight. Motherfucker.
Oh boy, hijacking is all we need.
What's the status of our broadcast, Jake?
It's still warming up, but we should be in control of all internet transmissions shortly.
Oh, truly capital, my stoner friend. Our intrusive podcast will make an emergency presidential text message look like a muffled whisper at an Oingo Boingo concert.
Hey now, don't you two take all the credit. Slimeball may have came up with the idea with Jake doing the initial designs, but it was me, Jack Hogson, the master degree in mechanized mayhem who engineered the vast majority of the up-your system.
Wine, 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 wine! That's all you ever do, Jake Hogson! Master degree of being a big old crybaby!
Oh, shut up your miniature piehole, Buuuu! I have every right to complain about my lack of credit. Also, who invited your alien behind?
Everyone else who loves me, of which you're in the minority of, Jack Hogson.
Settle down, you two, or you're not getting any frozen yogurt after we're done broadcasting.
Podcast?
You know what I mean. Anyway, this program is very important for our G.L.U.E organization, as we only rank 186th on the global list of supervillain teams, and this broadcast... Podcast will get G.L.U.'s good name out there, along with greater exposure to the general masses. If we are really lucky, G.L.U.E might even be bumped to the 184th spot on the list after tonight.
Oh yes, the moronic masses. Like they've always been a big help. I just love how those peon-minded rebel-rousers chased me out of St. Louis with pitchforks and torches. What a lovely waste of time that was!
Is Jack being sarcastic?
Yes. Yes, he is.
Oh, I see.
As they should have, Jack. It was your own damn fault for dredging up poor Buuu's hidden and sordid past as a superhero sidekick, thus forcing her to deal with the supervillain board of administration and henchmen unions as a result. A nearly year-long struggle for her, and those of us who helped her through it.
Yeah.
Right! I was barely able to hold on to my supervillain license because of that fiasco, jerk! Thankfully, my more influential friends stepped in and vouched for me. Without them, I would have been forced to re-enter normal society and get myself a real job.
No, not that. Anything but that.
Calm down there, you.
It's still a scary thought, though.
Influential friends? Ha! Like who? Queen Olena, that squid-faced floozy? Or that sewer-dwelling lunatic who calls himself Fondue the Holy Monk? Or that silver-skinned weenie from another dimension, Kano Branzant?
They're all your friends too, butthead!
Yes, and as my friends, you somewhat included, Buuuu, you should expect such merciless and unrelenting tough love from me, the Hogsonator.
Guys?
What's up, my sweet hippie?
Yes, Jake, our beloved friend, director and sound engineer. What is it?
Spill it, Clowntown!
Well, don't get upset or anything, but I just noticed that we've been on the air for the last few minutes.
Oh, God damn it, Jake!
Oh,
You're lucky you're
Idiot, you ruined it!
got my hand!
Always ruined
Why
it!
not? Hey, you
You think
Oh my
things
God!
are going well! You ruined it!
fool!
Why do we even have you in this organization? Why are there tubas everywhere? Who brought these tubas in here? Oh, okay, I'm sitting down.
Okay,
Don't-
test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Personally, Jake, I'm disappointed.
Okay, is everybody seated and at their microphones?
Yeah.
Yes!
Okay, I'm going to play our evil theme music in 3, 2, 1.
Abandon all hope, he who listens here, for G.L.U.E has arrived. That's right, pitiful mortals, as the Global Lords United Endeavor presents the Global Lords United Endeavor's Untitled Podcast. With my evil co-hosts, Jack Hogson, King of the Mad Scientists.
Cower and repaint! I mean, repent, you insidious excuses for human stupidity.
And Buuuu, the telepathic terror of Tiny Town.
That's a terrible nickname you've given me.
I couldn't think of anything better. Jake, I'm sorry, but the music is suitably scary sounding and all, but it's a little too much, isn't it? We're trying to terrify our audience into a submissive state, not give them the nightmares leading to moist pantaloons. I want them to worship us in a dry, sanitary state.
Plus, it sounds a lot like the music from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, and last thing we need is another lawsuit from the big boys over at Toho Studios. Ugh.
Oakley dokley. I'll try a different theme song for next time.
Evil!
Hey, Boo, knock it off.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was in the moment there.
Hello everyone out there in Radio Land.
The internet.
Hello everyone out there across the internet.
Yeesh, sorry.
Welcome to episode 0 pilot of the Global Lords United Endeavor's Untitled Podcast, or the G.L.U.E podcast for short.
Mercifully short, I may add.
Our mighty G.L.U.E organization of combined villainy may be a small one with only 15 members strong, but what we lack in size, manpower, budget, notoriety, skill, strength, power, competence, bravery, cash, success, tenacity, logic, intelligence, common sense, money, talent, morality, purpose, goals, the respect of our supervillainous peers, and riches, especially in riches, we make up for in, well, everything else. Yep, we sure do.
You didn't have to point all that out.
Now, since G.L.U.E is fairly unknown, and we don't have all 15 members here with us today,
Thank God for small mercies.
let us quickly introduce ourselves with equally brief introductions. Hear that, Jack Hogson? Brief introductions. Emphasis on the word brief.
Fine, I'll show you brief introduction, you faceless green-skinned moron from this space. Hello, I'm Jack Hogson, the scientific officer of G.L.U.E, and I come from a proud lineage of mad scientists. I was the 8th member to join G.L.U.E when I was only a wee child of 6. I would have joined it way earlier if Queen Olena, our second in command, didn't have a phobia against killer babies brandishing laser guns and wearing bulletproof diapers, but that's another tale for another time.
Thank the Lord.
When I'm not committing unholy acts against nature with my scientific genius, I like to stay home and listen to music, feed my ego with numerous titles I continuously give myself, and practice the mystic art of voodoo. Boo, you care to go next?
Thank you, Jack.
Never ever thank me again, and you're welcome, and thank you for thanking me in the first place, Boo.
Okay. My name is Buuuu, and I'm a Zeta Coolian from Sector Zeta 5000, sometimes referred to as the Sunshine State of the Milky Way. I was a student at Intergalactic Community College before I decided to move to Earth to become a superhero, which, as you probably all know by now, didn't pan out for me, so I switched to supervillainy, and I've been surprisingly happy with it ever since. I'm the 5th member to join G.L.U.E, despite having known the organization well before on less than friendly terms. But after a rocky start, I consider all... most... some of my fellow G.L.U.E teammates as secondary family. When I'm not using my telepathic powers in service to G.L.U.E, I like chilling at my cabin at home, upstate, riding horses through the local woods, attending the local county festivals, and I hope to eventually wed a certain human hippie and audiovisual expert I happen to work alongside within G.L.U.E. Hear that, Jake? That one was meant for you. Wink, wink!
What? Oh, sorry, Boo. I was looking for my crossword puzzle, so I didn't hear you. What was it that you just implicated towards me?
I'll tell you later. In private, if you know what I mean. And I think you do.
Interspecies romance is weird yet intriguing. Can I document the proceedings for my scientific records?
Oh, hell no!
What? Oh.
Okay, that's enough flirting, everybody. Please, you know I find such things gross and disgusting. And like you freaks of complex evolution, I'm completely genderless after all.
How do you even function as a proper life form?
Way better and far more efficiently than you do, you freaky-deaky woman, you. Now shut up and impregnate a male man, or clone yourself, or whatever your respective lady gender does while I go over some quick announcements here.
Do you even know what the difference is between men and women?
I honestly don't give a crap, and neither does the rest of the universe. Moving on!
Wait, Slimeball, you should introduce yourself too. You're like one of the highest ranking members, after all.
Oh, very well then. My chosen Earth moniker is Slimeball, because I'm a super intelligent slime mold-based life form. Completely genderless, sexless, and damn proud of it, despite what Amy down at the Bevmo tries to sell me otherwise. And my real original name is far too complicated to say in the human tongue, so let's not even waste time trying to accomplish that pointless task, shall we?
It was a valiant attempt and you know it!
Much like Buuuu, I abandoned my original homeworld long ago to make it here on Earth. I turned to supervillainy as an alternative to paying taxes, especially after I adopted my son, the banished demon Count Borogan the 17th, who will be 25 in human years this coming July. I'm so proud of my boy for surviving this long. I am the third member to join G.L.U.E, right behind our founders Queen Nolina and the head representative, who is simply known as the head representative. Listen, Jake, my feminine boy, I have a very complicated life. Can we just move on to the announcements, please?
Sure thing, Mr. Gooey Grumpy Head. Jesus Christ moved the bowler and called it Easter.
Yeah, watch your terminology, mother dunker crustard.
What does any of that even mean?
Announcements now, arguments later.
Yeah, fine. Whatever.
Whatever.
Gooey Grumpy Head.
Last Tuesday, Mad Mike's Pizzeria voted the most mediocre pizza chain in all America, right behind Papa John's, will be ending their long-running business practice of hiring wayward space pirates. This decision has been long brewing since the PR disaster of 1997, when one such space pirate used her dark magic — yes, that's right, space aliens can use magic too, Amy! — to bring the Mad Mike pizza mascot to physical life. Mad Mike, the living mascot, went on a cheese-fueled rampage that claimed 0 lives but was still too embarrassing not to be ignored by the mainstream public, who soon turned to Papa John's as a feeding alternative, the last tidbit being the real tragedy of this sordid tale.
I got so many free pizzas that day, right off the tar-tasting pavement.
So did I. That was good eating.
Mad Mike the Corporation stated that all space pirates currently employed with them will still remain with the company until the eventual layoffs planned for all employees come later this month. If not sooner, because, you know, capitalism.
The money-based Ouroboros devours itself into oblivion, baby.
Bah. We of G.L.U.E encourage any and all space pirates seeking new employment to contact our main offices, located behind the Quick Shop in Leonardo, New Jersey, right next to the recycling bins. Remember, that's behind the Quick Shop, not in front of it, and you're looking for me, the faceless green gentleman in a snappy suit alongside the 8-foot-tall demon boy with the dragonic red scales. You can't miss us! Oh, and ignore the too friendly but otherwise foul-mouthed drug dealers who hang out in front of the store. They're not affiliated with G.L.U.E or the Quick Shop, despite seemingly living at the latter or doing numerous odd jobs for us.
Wait a minute, why are we doing job interviews behind a convenience store? Don't we have at least 5 secret underground bases and several puppet businesses above ground to hold these meetings?
Jack, we're dealing with space pirates. Do you really want such smelly and drunken convicts to know where we actually live and work? Especially after we reject their salty behinds for employment?
Good point there.
Shut up! Next announcement. The famous master of menacing illusions, the Crimson Weirdo, will be holding a half-off sale next month at his world-famous Yeah, right. Supervillain surplus store located on South Inglewood Avenue, right next to Smith's grocery store. The Crimson Weirdo promises free Polish dogs and canned sodas with every purchase of his second-hand items of darkness. No cone wizards, Z-men, birds, or pets allowed. And if you're curious if we, the mighty G.L.U.E organizations, will be in attendance, the answer is yes, for all of 15 members.
Oh, God, no. Really? All 15 of us? Why? Why would the Crimson Weirdo agree to that? Why would anyone agree to such madness? Why?
Yes, Jake, all 15 of us, including you, will be there serving as security for the event to make sure less honorable villains and the even more miserable regular citizens don't try to pull any of that funny business, because that's our shtick. Because that's our shtick. Visit the Crimson Weirdo's official website for further details, as well as a listing of all items that will be available for sale. Unless we of G.L.U.E do not pilfer them first, which we'll probably won't, because we owe the Crimson Weirdo some favors.
What has that blanket-wearing sad sack done for us to win such favors?
I hate to say it, but Jack does bring up a good point.
He saved us all from the Museo Exio caper last month. Don't you all remember the tittering bus of death we were all trapped in?
We would have gotten out of there. I had a great idea, don't you know?
No, you didn't, Jake.
Darn you for seeing through my obvious lies.
And what about last week, when you three all stupidly ate poisoned apples at the Witch's Park picnic? The Crimson Weirdo had to kiss each and every one of you back to consciousness, while mentally mimicking true love. Not an easy task, by the by.
We all agreed we never speak of that again. Plus, those poison apples were free. You don't pass up free food no matter how suspicious the old crone serving them may be.
Fine. We'll go and watch over the Crimson Weirdo's wares, but don't expect us to like it. Oh, wait a minute. Do we get free soda and Polish dogs as well?
Well, of course, we're the security detail, aren't we?
Oh, I'll be looking forward to it then.
I'm going to drink so much root beer that I will be too heavy to chase down any shoplifters because I'll be heavy with root beer. In my gut. My root beer gut filled with root beer. And I say this because I love root beer, especially when it's in my gut.
My gut too.
They better have tofu dogs there as a healthy alternative.
You like tofu, Jack?
No, I hate tofu in all its forms. However, knowing my luck, there's going to be some vegetarian yuppie snobs there, and they're going to bother me about the food menu because, for some unfathomable reason, vegetarians always single me out for the complaints department instead of growing a spine and bitching to the manager directly. I'm sick and tired of having to light up these weak-boned fools with my laser guns whenever this happens, and trust me, vegans never give up until you drop them down.
Well, I like tofu.
Damn it, Jack. Is there anything in this world you don't hate?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff I love and cherish in my blackened heart, woman. But I really hate talking about them in public, so move on!
Oh, good grief.
I'm starting to regret this project. So does anybody want to bring up a subject? Anyone? Jake?
I got one. Which mythical monster would make for a good taxi service?
Oh, that's easy. A bilingual Tengu.
Yeah, everyone knows that one, Jake.
I agree. Give us a harder question, man.
Okay, if one day, atomic elements suddenly transformed into humanoid Mexican wrestlers, who would have the best shot at winning the World Wrestling Championship belt?
I'd say Niobium 41 stands a good chance, looking deceptively gray and white while unleashing a rainbow chorus of pain onto his opponents.
Nobium 41? Ha! That element has nothing against my boy, Osmium 76. Small, silvery, dust-like, yet deadly all the same.
As much as I like the popular choice of Plutonium 94, I'll have to go with Germanium 32 as my man in the ring. Though both Osmium 76 and Niobium 41 are also good picks for the season.
Sucker!
Try harder and give us a real brain twister, Jake, my dear little girl man thing.
Okay, guys, here's another one. What's your favorite color?
Oh.
Let's see.
yeah.
Pink. No. Pink's too girly of a color. Orange.
No,
nobody
never
likes
worn blue in
orange.
my life.
President
Why would I wear
Truman.
blue?
Blue's too much pink.
Black?
Which color?
I like
What about
black.
No.
Black is like
No,
like
death.
Jake likes the color
I
blue.
like
Light, white,
Oh,
like a
yeah.
lab coat. A lab coat is
Green.
white.
Gosh.
No,
Frankly,
I was
my
gonna
dear, I
stereotype
don't
as
know the
green.
spam.
Polka dots is plaid a color?
Rhymes
Is
with
plaid?
ham.
I think plaid
Yeah.
counts as a color, but
I'm
debatably
a
they
very
say
modern,
blue.
What about
modern general.
Indigo.
I should know this. I should know this.
What about blue? No, blue's too
Black.
basic,
Yeah,
bitch.
black.
Black's a good
No,
color. Reminds me of
pink's too
death.
girly.
well,
What's too
white.
edgy?
Do I remember the
Ian,
White
unless
lab
Ian
coat,
doesn't count.
white lab coat.
Yeah.
I wear white
Oh.
lab coats.
What
No,
about
it's really-
silver?
It's more of a
Gold
grayish
or-
color.
Or
Does
green?
green
No,
like
that would be
grits?
too
Do I even like
typical
green?
because I'm an
No.
alien, and they
Does
like to
polka
call us
dot
little
I
count
would
as
colored one
polka dot?
colorblind just to
Infrared.
make this easier.
Green.
Infrared.
No,
What color am
aquamarine would
I?
be too
Yeah, no one can
complicated.
see it.
Pumpernickel.
What about-
Dandelion
Pumpernickel.
gold. I think I'd pick
Purple magic
dandelion
magic.
gold. My
No,
brain
they
is
would probably
hurting.
think I'm a stoner.
My brain is starting to hurt.
Let's see.
I want to
How
pick dandelion
about...
gold, but I know that's not my favorite color. My brain is hurting. My brain is hurting now. Oh, why is it so hard to decide?
Turn me on.
What about
Vermilion.
Vermilion? No, that would sound way too
Number
pretentious.
Holy
Number
baby,
9?
Sim
Is
green.
violet my color?
It's
Purple.
not easy being green.
Purple.
Okay, forget I asked. My favorite color is orange, by the way, hence my preference for wearing it.
Oh, you think you're better than us, don't you?
I love you, Jake, but please shut your trap for a little bit, okay? Slimeball, this podcast is descending into an unfocused mess. Not like on those horribly complex stories that accompany subpar anime-inspired artwork on DeviantArt!
Enshohma can burn in hell!
Can't we pick a subject and roll with it? Maybe bring in a surprise guest star?
Guest star, that's a great idea. I know exactly who to call. My beloved adopted demon son, Count Borogan the 17th. Quick, somebody throw me a cell phone. Oh, my jelly head! Oh, ow, my head! Oh, my spleen, my uvula! Ow, gotta get, ow. I said, throw me a single cell phone. I didn't say violently pelt me with all the cell phones. How many cell phones do you three own?
Enough to violently pelt people with. Why'd you ask, sweetie?
Whatever. Calling up my demonic boy right now. Hello, my boy. It's me, Slimeball, your father.
Dad, it's 2:40 in the morning. Are you okay? Jack Hogson isn't holding you for ransom again, is he? Because I'm low on cash this week.
It was at one time, Borogan.
Shut up, you ransoming woman. No, son, I'm recording that public podcast I was telling you about, and Buuuu recommended I call you up as our very first special guest star.
At 2:40 in the morning,
Yes!
when almost everyone in America is asleep, like myself, or was like myself,
Yes?
you're holding a public broadcast to the world, announcing G.L.U.e's prowess at 2:40 a.m. in the early morning, when barely anyone hear it?
Yes!
Dad, why 2 a.m. in the morning?
What?
I ask, why are you podcasting at 2 a.m. in the morning? Why not earlier? Or later tonight? Even?
Well, because of the FCC.
What about the FCC, Father?
Well, you know, the Federal Communications Commission, the scary people who now run the internet, along with all other forms of entertainment and information throughout the United States.
I know what the FCC is. I'm asking you, why would they keep you from airing this podcast at a more reasonable time?
Well, because, they're really, really scary. And we figured if we air this in the middle of the night, the FCC won't be awake to shut us down.
Dad, we are supervillains. The FCC is no match for us. Queen Olina released her 14th Kinky tape to Netflix, against Netflix will last fall, and the FCC didn't do a damn thing about it, remember?
Please don't remind me.
What makes you think the FCC is going to care about this dog and pony show? Be more bold, and try this again at a more reasonable time.
Okay, but I heard they are extremely aggressive when you cross them. Like the blow up your house aggressive. At least that's what old friend Captain Murphy told me.
Dad, don't be silly. The worst the FCC can do is make you pay a huge fine with some limited jail time. I've known several supervillains to go through that same mistake.
Well, if you say so.
Can I go back to bed now?
Are you doing anything in the morning? Want to grab some breakfast in a few hours?
Father, I have work in less than 5 hours. The beauty salon is having a new shipment of diamond dust nail polish, and I need to be there to make sure no homeless space pirates steal it. Mrs. Hahn also has me on bunion duty later, so I really need to sleep.
Sorry. Maybe Friday then?
Oh, this is getting awkward.
Dad, I have more bunions to destroy that day.
I don't like how that Mrs. Hahn has you using your black magic powers to fix foot blemishes. It's a waste of your dark arts talents.
Not now, Father. And it's not black magic. It's elemental pyrokinesis. A very significant difference, I might say.
Borogan, sweetie, who are you talking to?
It's just my father being silly again, as per usual.
Well, hello, Sandra. What are you doing at my son's house so late,
Yes, what the hell? You're not there against your own will, are you? Give the word and I'll come down there and liberate you from the demon's clutches.
What in the name of the golden danger noodle of cosmic entropy is this sudden turn of events?
Dear listeners, Sandra Alucard is also a member of G.L.U.E, who's also a half-vampire girl. Ow!
Shut your invisible mouth, you gooey-faced simpleton, and let my wonderful Sandra speak! Are you okay, Sandra? Count Borogan hasn't found you anyway, has he? I'll destroy him if he has. I will avenge your honor to the death, my dearest friend.
No, nothing of the sort, Jackie, so please relax. I worked late yesterday over at the shoe store, and Borogan offered to let me sleep over at his house instead of the long drive back home. He's a true friend that way.
He better be a platonic friend, or by the barnacle-covered claws of the great water lizard Buckra, I'll gouge his black and reptilian eyes out with blunt toothbrushes! My blunt toothbrushes! Blunt toothbrushes!
Yes, Jack, we all know what you'll do. This isn't the first time you've threatened my life.
He's my son, Jack, so you know he'll behave himself. Plus, can you please not threaten my boy with dismemberment?
Sorry, just, it's Sandra I was worried about, that's all.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Father, I'm hanging up now. Never do a podcast ever again.
Bye, son. I love you.
Well, that was a bad idea.
Click.
Jack Hogson!
What? I said I was sorry for threatening your son's life. We're cool now, right?
Doesn't matter. What the hell was that about?
You getting all weird about Sandra, you mean?
Bingo, butthead! What was all that about?
Yes, Jackie. What was that all about?
I was just concerned for Sandra's safety. I just wanted to make sure Borogan was being a gentleman. That's all. So what's so wrong with that, everybody? Stop judging me with your eyes.
I have no eyes, and with the threat of extreme Italian horror-inspired violence?
Well, of course, I'm Jack Hogson, the alpha and omega of jerkdom. You know that. I threaten everybody with murder at least once a week. That's how I roll.
Everyone but Sandra. In fact, you're suspiciously nice to her compared to the rest of us in G.L.U.E.
Yes, now that you've mentioned it.
Oh, come on. There's nothing unique about it. No, nothing at all. I've known Sandra since we were both toddlers in preschool and remained friendly ever since. Stop judging me with those mischievous eyes, all of you.
But I don't have eyes, Jackie.
Your impish body language betrays you, Slimeball.
Much like the bullets you're sweating from your forehead there, Jackie.
Shut up, I'm not sweating.
Jack, I may be a completely genderless alien, free from simple and ignorant asexual labels that all humans accuse me of being. Amy. But even still, I am fully aware of the contents of my incoming question. Do you like Sandra Alucard, or do you like Sandra Alucard?
Wait, no, I refuse to even acknowledge that stupid question of yours.
That proves it. Jack Hogson like Sandra Alucard.
I never confirmed such a thing.
Jack and Sandra sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Knock it off.
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Jackie Boy pushing a baby carriage.
I said knock it off.
Jack and Sandra sitting in a tree.
Come on, guys, stop it.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Jackie Boy pushing a...
It's official. This is the worst podcast in the history of podcasting. How could this show get any worse?
Too much?
Attention! This is Detective Dirty McCorruption of the LAPD and acting representative of the Federal Communications Commission.
Holy crap, bunnies from hell!
Holy crap, bunnies from hell!
Holy crap, bunnies from hell.
Holy crap, bunnies from where? What's with you three and all the hyperbolic expressions today?
Members of the supervillain organization known as G.L.U.E. We have you and your little pirate radio station surrounded.
What? How could this happen? We deliberately kept this illegal podcast as obscure as possible. How'd the FCC find out? Let alone discover our broadcasting station on the Mexican border.
Simple, my green alien friend. We at the FCC are a sad and lonely lot, made soulless from our decades of servitude towards our corporate overlords. And the only thing that fills our black and corrupt hearts are late-night errands of the 1979 film classic, Capture of Bigfoot. A film that you three buffoons interrupted and canceled with your stupid live stream.
Oh, so that's what that weird film footage was at the start of the show.
Me oh my, that is right.
Damn you, Jack Hogson. You told me no one in the world would mourn the absence of that B-grade obscurity.
I'm not secretly in love with Sandra Alucard. Wait a minute, what the hell am I saying? I didn't know the Capture Bigfoot had such a sick and twisted cult audience of government goons.
Who you calling governmental goons, fancy pants? I'm a proud sycophantic underling of the oligarch elite, Four Eyes.
Whatever you say, you badge-wearing fatso.
I'm not fat.
I'm big bone and filled with bribe sandwiches. And when I mean bribe sandwiches, I mean sandwiches filled with money and bread. But mostly money and bread. And bribe sandwiches made of money and bread. And I like to guzzle down those bribe sandwiches with root beer in my gut. Makes my gut heavy with root beer and bribe sandwiches.
And people call us professional supervillains weird and unappealing.
Hush up, Jake. Detective Dirty, whatever your name is. It's obvious you're a corrupt and shallow husk of a man who would sell his own children into slavery if it would get you dimes and nickels.
Why, thank you.
Is there anything we of the Global Lords United endeavor can do for you? Substantial bribe or underhanded trade that would assure our freedom and you looking the other way, if you know what I mean? And I think you do.
Let me talk it over with my fellow authoritarian underlings and find out. All right, boys and girls and non-gender specific entity, you heard what's going on. What do you think we should do?
No, I heard. I don't think so. I think I'm lying.
Yeah, what about you?
I don't know. There's so many things we could do. We could
What about we?
have a big bribes. We could have a big supply of bribe sandwiches. We could.
Go in there, kick down the door, take it all, take it more.
We could get some better car. We could get some better cars with actual air conditioning and a TV with a video game system. Cause we love them video games.
And Billy wants shoes.
Or better yet, since they seem to interrupt our TV time constantly, we could put a whole bunch of DVDs of our favorite movies.
Yeah, but Billy needs shoes. And they're right, Billy. Get that.
Right.
Billy needs shoes.
Okay, guys, I think we agree on that. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be very good. Do you have 300 DVD copies of The Capture of Bigfoot for all of us to take home and enjoy?
Huh? No?
Then you die, Slimy Man!
Crap. Okay, I guess we'll surrender. Pay your FCC fines and maybe spend a day or two in jail then.
Oh, it's not that simple, my coalicious goober. Oh, you see, we at the FCC have become incredibly aggressive as of late. And seeing how our only favorite movie has been ruined by you four glue jokers, we are for blood. And when I mean by blood, I mean blood. And we're gonna blow up your little messy radio station too, with you in it, hence the need for blood. And the last to go will see the first three go before her. And her mangy little radio station too.
No, not Mr. Slimeball and my wonderful sweet Jake. I don't want to watch them die before me.
And don't forget me, your most favorite arch nemesis, the Hoxonator.
I know exactly what I said and who I left out.
Ooh, that's cold, Buuuu. Just cold.
See, I knew this was going to happen. Stupid demon son of mine. If we get out of this mess, I am so going to embarrass his sorry behind at work tomorrow. Share his baby pictures with the beauty salon staff. That's what I'll do.
You got 2 minutes to make peace with your respective God before we move in and send your asses to the grave. And by grave, I mean dirt hole filled with losers. That means you.
That's a great idea. Oh, Buckrug, great water lizard, destroyer of Sarnath, Cthulhu's far nicer cousin-in-law, relatively speaking, of course. Hear us out in our time of need.
You know, for a so-called brilliant mad scientist, you sure do believe in a lot of stupid things. Slimeball, Jake, what are we gonna do?
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fight our way out. Laser rifles are blazing.
Laser rifle guns? Great idea, Jake.
Unlike regular rifles, these babies have unlimited charge and unlimited plasma-based ammo.
Your time is almost up, you losers. The dirt holes are getting filled up tonight with corpses. Yours particularly.
Get from the ground.
Fantastic job, you beautiful hippie from smoky dopey land. However, laser weaponry might not be enough. Boo! Can you use your telepathic powers to confuse and distract the FCC goons outside?
I totally forgot I even had those. Good thinking, Jackie boy.
Don't ever thank me again, and you're welcome, alien babyface.
Okay, Blue, time to meet your maker. Wait a minute. What's happening? My head! What's going on? It's like I'm having a particularly nasty migraine. Wait, memories of my mama surging through my head. The same mother who I sold us to the circus show for rent money. That's right, I sold my old mama to the rent show at the circus. No, mama, get back. No, I say. Better get of my past misdeeds surface up to the mental forefront. My one and only existential weakness.
Yes, it's working. Now, Buuuu, pop their skulls like ripe lemons. Go all scanners on their primate asses. Go!
Slimeball, you know full well my telepathic powers don't work like that.
Then we'll handle the rest with traditional down-to-earth violence. Tonight, we make reservations and dine at the Frozen Yogurt Palace. Charge in for the attack!
It's explosion time!
Destroy the freaking Tiki Podcasters! Attack everybody!
I'm gonna put the old boss Bruce! Burn it up!
Oh, my legs! Yeah. Oh, my face! Oh, my balls!
Take that!
Oh, my chest!
Say hello to my little friend!
Pigs need a smoke bomb!
It's cheap and terrible.
Billy, get out of the way!
Bye, Billy!
This is it, George.
Oh, my balls! Oh, my balls! Oh, my balls!
What the hell?
You missed me! Oh, you got me! Oh,
Silence!
no!
Well, ladies and girls, I don't know if we'll survive this battle or not. But if we don't, tell my son he needs an attitude adjustment. But that I also love him. Stay clean and don't forget to floss. And may the great water lizard avenge us all!
For the frozen yogurt!
For the frozen yogurt!
For the frozen yogurt!
But
The life that I live is the road that I travel. A legend follows, my spirit runs free. To me, over and over it tells me to see. A legend does follow, my spirit must flee. A legend does follow, it's crying to me. You'll never find freedom, you'll only find lies. You'll only find freedom the day when you die.